Hi guys, welcome to this Zenler's Got You Covered series. I'm running a little bit late today because I was caught up in some other work but now I'm streaming. So what's happening today is we're covering drip content. So dripping content out, if for you guys that don't know, Zenler has that built into it, so you can switch it on in your courses and you can drip out course sections on timing or from enrollment. And this why would you do this? You would do this to create more engagement, maybe to not overwhelm your students, especially if it's a difficult subject, or you want to make sure that people are completing homework, this kind of thing. So this is why you might want to be dripping content out. Also, another plus of dripping content out is most people have a 30-day money back guarantee, and if you drip the content out and it's longer than 30 days and I haven't received all the content, so if you do get an ask for a refund, it is supposed to reduce that. So dripping content can be really powerful for some people who want to use it. Personally, I don't use it, but you guys might be interested. And if you want a quick flow through of how to use drip content inside Zenler, you come to the right place. These videos are really short. It touches on all the main points. And if you need more information, you can always go to tutorials.newzenler.com and you can go to our on-demand courses and go into the complete guide for Zenler, and that will show you all of the different drip features inside of dripping of courses. And remember, it's related to courses. Okay guys, so let's begin. Okay guys, so what we're going to look at now in Zenler's Got You Covered is dripping content. So what is dripping content? Well, when a user comes in and buys your course and they start the course, the content isn't released straight away. So for instance, if you've got 3 sections in your course, you could have those 3 sections released over 3 weeks. The first section is open straight away in the first week. Then the second week from enrollment, the next lot of content is released. And the third week, the third lot of content is released. Now, why would we do this? There's a couple of reasons why dripping content is a good idea. One is no overwhelm. So your user comes in and works through sections, and then they move on and they move to the next section. And this can avoid frustration or overwhelm, especially if it's a bigger course. Now, the other reason is if you have a 30-day money back guarantee and you're releasing it over the 30-day period, then it's less likely to have a refund asked for, because the content is still being released. So this is one reason that people do it. Other people do it because they want to pre-release things and they can have that content come up for the first week, and then they can be working on the second week's worth of content before they release it. This could be a good way to allow you more time to get your course finished. So this can help as well in speeding up that payment process for you and for you to start getting money in quicker. So this is the reason why drip content is of value. And you can say this in the sales, you know, this content is dripped over. Each week you will receive a new piece of content for X amount of weeks, and it gives people a little bit of excitement coming into it, knowing that they've got the first module to work to, and then there's going to be another released module as well. Now, dripping can be released in a few ways, and we're going to look at that now inside the platform so that you can see exactly how it works and how it might benefit you as a course instructor. Okay, let's jump into our admin dashboard. So I'm going to go into this course here, and along the top you're going to see drip. Before I get to that, let's just have a look at the curriculum of this particular course. So this course is made up of 4 sections or 4 modules. In each of these I have lessons, as you can see. So if I want to drip this over 4 weeks, I can come into the drip section here and we can enable drip schedule. So if we read what it says here, the drip schedule, you can easily time release your content so that all of it isn't available immediately after they enroll. You can drip your course sections by enrollment date or by a specific date. Course content drip is a great way to get retention and engagement. Let's enable this now and have a look at these options. So you can see instantly that it's given us these sections of our course, and the more sections you add, the more they will be available down here. Okay, so you're going to see here that we have it days after enrollment. That's when someone buys your course, okay, or they're enrolled in the course. But you can set it for a specific date as well. So if I go to specific date here, you're going to see that you can release this on days that you say. Little tip here, just set this on the date and the time if you want this content to be available straight away, like now, the time now, so that when someone enrolls it will be available straight away. Don't do it like in a week's time, otherwise someone will go in and there will be no content. So that first bit you should label. So this can be quite handy if you've got a particular session that's running over X amount of weeks. Then this is a really good way to release that content and keep control of when people are seeing that content as well. Generally people do it from days after enrollment. So inside here, pretty easy, we can release this. So I'd set this on 0 and then I would go for weeks, I would go week 1, save the changes. I would do this week 2, save the changes, and I would do this week 3 and save the changes. And now this will be released over 4 weeks. So the first week this will be released straight away, after a week's time this, 2 weeks time, and so forth. Okay, so we can also set notification emails to go out with each of the dripped content as well. If we click this, you're going to see that it will open up and we can add this to here. You can see drip notification sequence, so you can say this is open now and they can go in and see week's 1 worth of content. Of course you can do the same with this as well. You're going to see this changes because we can edit, and it's a good idea to set notifications when the content is released. You're going to see it's building as we add these, it's building. So as a general rule, what I do is I hit all these buttons so that it goes in here. By the way, you can also do it via here as well. You can set a enrollment from enrollment date inside here as well, but lots of people just go in and hit this and then they go and edit those emails in here, and you'll see it says 3 weeks, you'll see that it says 2 weeks, 1 week. So you can just change this and make it work for you. So this is how drip content work. And remember, from a student's point of view, they'll only see that drip content if those particular requirements are hit. Okay, so after 1 week they will receive that content. Before that they will not see it in their curriculum within the course player. Okay guys, so really important that you understand that. Definitely go in and test, always set yourself up as a student to test all of this stuff, but this is drip content inside of Zenler. So I hope that this has been of use to you and that you start thinking about maybe using drip content. Now, as a sideline to this, I want to explain what will happen if you have course bundles, because you can drip course bundles as well. Okay, and it will ask you a question. So I'm going to jump back into the screen share again. I'm going to show you and just take you through a few options that have confused people, because inside of the courses you have drip, which we just looked at, but inside a bundle you can drip the course and you can drip the existing course drip as well, if you see what I mean. It gives you maximum flexibility, but you need to think about what you're doing. Let's have a look at that now. Okay, so when you come into course bundles and we go create a bundle, you're going to see this little button here, allow automation drip of content for this bundle. So if we mouse over this, it will tell you what it says. So if you enable this option, the automation and drip inside each of the content, each of the courses on this bundle will also be enabled. If you do not enable this option, automatic drip inside each of the course content on this bundle will be ignored. Okay, so it's up to you at that stage to make that decision. Do you want that to drip from the bundle itself and from the courses inside, or do you want to turn that drip off in the courses inside? So let's continue through this. I'm going to pause the video whilst I fill these details out now, and I'm going to click create bundle. So now this bundle has been here, I'm going to go in and select the courses that I'm going to add to this. I'm going to add these 2 courses inside here. Okay, and you're going to notice inside the bundle now you have this option to drip, and if we go into drip and enable this, you're now going to have the option to drip the courses that you've put into the bundle. Okay, again by a specific date or by enrollment. Okay, so bear in mind you've got 2 options in the bundle. You can enable drip for course level, and then the courses in it can also drip the content if you want them to, or you can turn them off as we showed at the beginning. Now this is drip, so you can see how Zenler has got you covered for dripping your content. See you later, guys. So there you go, guys, that is dripping content. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a recap. You can drip sections of a course. You can also drip courses in a bundle. So bundle you add your courses to, and you can also say whether you want drip to still function from the courses, if you set it in the courses, inside of the dripped bundle. So you have that option to turn it off or on as well. So hopefully that speedy little tour, it should have shown you everything you needed to know about drip content inside Zenler. And as you can see, like everything Zenler, it's so easy to use because it's in the area that you're using it. Okay, so you're in courses, you see drip content, you create a bundle, you see drip content, it gives you that check button. Do you want to turn on the drip in the courses as well as the drip in the bundle? It's all very clear and very intuitive. Guys, hope you've liked this little stream. We're coming back tomorrow with another Zenler's Got You Covered. If you want to find out where, you just go to our Facebook group and you go into the events area and you can see our run up of all of the Zenler Got You Covered lives that are coming up. So I can't see anybody inside this inside the Facebook group or the YouTube channel, so I'm going to end this session here. If there are people in here and you want to ask a question, you can always ask it in the comments later and then we'll answer it later. If you turn up and you're watching all the way through and you actually want to come on, all you've got to do with any of these lives that we're running for Zenler's Got You Covered is just ask inside of the comments and I will send you a direct invite link to come into this Zoom session like magic. No one has come on yet, so it'd be nice to have someone. So maybe we'll do a finale at the end of August, because this is running through all of August, and we're off back to back. In July we ran Shout About Zenler, which was all about using the referral link to make up to $570 per referred referral who goes on a paid plan. And this month is all about telling you all about the features inside Zenler, showing you really good little tricks. We did split testing yesterday for pages, for sales pages, for emails, for funnels. We showed you the lot on how you can split test using Zenler. So we're going to be bringing you loads more great content with different things that you can do with the Zenler platform. And what's coming up next week is quite a big one, because we're covering a few days in a row on different ways to run a membership inside of Zenler as well. So definitely stick around for that or watch the replay. If you're commenting, hashtag replay and then ask a question, or just say you like it. Just give us some feedback on how we're doing here at Zenler with our educational support with you. Remember, on Mondays, you've got Mammy with the live support desk and Thursdays, and we also have Kevin coming up. Kevin's going to be running office hours, and I think he's going to do some Zen pop-ups as well pretty soon. Hasn't mentioned it yet, but I think they're coming up. And Kevin's office hours is on Tuesday, okay, and it's at 10 a.m. So very good time for Australians, 10 a.m. So tune in to office hours, and Kevin will be showing you about all the resources that we've got available to you. He'll also be throwing in some quick little tutorial for you, micro tutorials, a little bit like this, but a micro tutorial so that you can just pick these things up, and he will tell you where to go to get additional information if you ask in office hours. So this year is all about massive support, massively trying to help you with your marketing efforts and trying to get you up to speed as quick as possible using the Zenler platform. And that's why we've got 2 sessions, Monday and Thursday, live support desk. You should be in there. If you need a question answered and you won't actually see it and you want to ask one of the Zenler official educators, right, official, then you come into the live support desk and you ask those questions, and we will show it to you in front of your face, and you will see and you will get your questions answered really quickly if it's to do with educational support with the platform. We're not talking about tech support. If you've got a problem with your site, just need to go to support@zenler.com to actually get technical support. We're talking about educational support, and to be honest, 90% of the questions, if not more, are based on educational support with the platform. Even a lot of the technical support questions are actually educational, and something wasn't done right when you were setting something up, and that's why it went wrong. So a lot of it is educational. You can always ask in the group. It is filtered, so if you put a question in the group then and the dev team see it and go, it's actually a technical question, they will take it off and they won't have it on the group. But if they think, oh, that's educational, that can be helped, then they'll throw it onto our group as well. We're just trying to filter it. We're trying to feed back or get you the answers as quick as possible without you just having to put posts on Facebook and wait. Okay, so we're trying to get that sort of bridge between the two. There's a lot of things changing with Zenler as far as the development team are concerned, back end that you don't see, who do all the work, and there's us front of house guys that are doing all the education and teaching you how to use the platform and talking to you and communicating with you about new features and all of these things. Like office hours is a typical case study of that, where we've run it for a long time, and Kevin keeps that up because he's trying to make sure that you get the latest information. It's like things like breaking news, it will go on to office hours. It's the only one that it will go on to, and you know, so we've had, it's been up and down. We've had support with it, then less support and more support now. And if you support things like office hours, then it's going to stay here long time. Okay, we want office hours. We've always said it's really important that even if no one attends live with us, it still stays on there, because it is such an important aspect of Zenler, because it's the place where Rakesh will pop up, where I might come on there if I've got a workshop, or Mammy or Kevin is talking about a workshop. Even Alice and Ariel could pop on there. So it's a one place that we can all intermingle with each other, and Kevin's really good at that. He says, you know, if you want to come on, just let me know, and he make that time for us. So office hours, really try and support that if you can. At least if you don't see it, you know, just give it a thumbs up every time it comes on, because it's something that can be really useful for you as far as breaking news. And office hours really was the only one that sort of started doing that, where we started to see new features coming on there. Rakesh would come on and announce a new feature, or they would show you the log, the development log of what's going on with the platform, and that all happened in office hours. So you really want to, that's our kind of almost a flagship for our group. Other lives like this come and go, and other ones replace them, but the live support desk that we've got running 2 days a week, and the office hours are ones that sort of, they're just going to stay here because they're so important, but they still need your backing and support. So engagement is crucial on all of these lives. Okay, so guys, have a good rest of the weekend, and I will see you soon.